Okay, next video. This time, how do I find a speech that Argentina gave on a certain subject? And I decided to pick a Security Council topic, namely the situation in Iraq, as an example. So let's go to the UN website and to the Security Council and look for the resolution. For that, there's all kinds of other stuff on it. Let's go to documents first, resolutions, and select the year 2004, 2014, of course. And there you have this overview on the various resolutions that were adopted by the Security Council. So let's look for Iraq. There it is, one hit in 2014, and that is resolution S, stands for Security Council, of course, not like A, that stands for the General Assembly. So that's Security Council / res / 2169. Because the Security Council is always in session, it doesn't have annual sessions like the GA or ECOSOC, but the Security Council resolutions are just enumerated, and yeah, well, it just counts on with every new resolution that is adopted. So if you click the link, you get to the resolution document, and you can actually see a very nice feature of new UN documents. They actually contain links to other documents in it, which should help you in your research. Now, you know a resolution that you want that was adopted by Security Council. So let's try to find the records on and the debate on this resolution. So for that we use UNBISNet again, and what we do is we just go to the voting record search and we just enter the document code for this resolution. You can also select Security Council resolutions, we don't really need that. Hit enter, and then we get this info card again. It also gives you the voting, because the Security Council by definition always votes. But you can see the voting summary. Everyone voted in favor, no one against, no abstentions. And everyone was there. Total voting membership 15. And you can also see Argentina voted in favor, obviously. Now, this also gives us the meeting symbol, S/PV.7230. The meeting symbol we need actually to find a speech. So we'll keep that in mind. Switch to the index to speeches, and put it in as the meeting record symbol. And you can also specify a committee and so on. We don't need to do that. That's specific enough because it contains this S. That already means Security Council, and PV 7230 means that specific 7,230th session of the Security Council. Okay, let's hit enter. And what we get is the link to the document in the four 6 main languages of the UN. And when we click on the English version, we get to this document. There we have it, the 7,230th meeting of the Security Council, chaired by Rwanda, and Argentina was there as well. Now, we scroll down and we see, wait, there's actually no debate. The only thing that was recorded in this session was a very brief statement by the president. A vote was being taken, and everyone voted in favor. That was it. So this pathway was actually not very successful. to finding a statement by Argentina on the subject. So I decided to go back again to the Security Council website. Okay, so this is finding speeches part 2. Since we weren't successful in finding an actual statement on the resolution that we looked at, we are now going back to the Security Council website, simply for the reason that there are also debates where the Security Council doesn't adopt a resolution. And there are meeting records on these. So we're back on the un.org /English Security Council website, and we go to meetings, because it's just all very well documented there. Select the year 2014, and when I enter Iraq, we actually see 6 hits. So there have been 6 meetings by the Security Council in 2014 on the situation in Iraq. In total, you see the different document codes for the meeting records. You see that these are enumerated just like resolutions, just the code is slightly different. The document code SC and then /a number actually refers to press releases, so they are linked here as well. And if we click through, there has been a meeting on Iraq on November 18th, one on November 19th. Then there has been the session that we already looked at on July 30th, where the Security Council adopted a resolution with 15 votes in favor, 0 against, 0 abstentions, and 3 other meetings beforehand. Now, let's look at the most recent meetings. I actually clicked on the November 18th meeting. No speech on the record by Argentina. So let's look at this meeting of September 19th on Iraq. The code here, the outcome document of this meeting is actually a presidential statement. This is what the PRST is about. It is an official statement by the Security Council, but in contrast to resolutions, it is not binding. There are no veto rights on it, and so on and so forth. We're not going to look at this. We're going to look at the meeting record, and this is the document code for the meeting record. If we click on it, we get to the document from September 19th, containing all the speeches, everything that was said on the floor. Now, I don't know for what reason, but my Chrome browser doesn't allow to search in this document through that link, but that's not really a problem. I just copy paste the document code, go to Unbisnet, to the index to speeches again, and then paste the document code into meeting record symbol, select Security Council, that's not even necessary, and hit enter, and that gives you access to all the speeches that were given at the 7,271st meeting of the Security Council. So it's 41 hits. You can see here that's the link to a speech by the UN Special Representative of the SG and the head of the UN Assistance Mission for Iraq, Mr. Mladenov, in the 6 languages. Again, if we actually search for Argentina, we get to the link as well. And the really interesting aspect about the debate that we have inadvertently selected is that Eduardo Zain or whatever you pronounce his name. You might not, or if you've already done your homework, you might have read his name before. It's Argentina's foreign minister. And you also find Laurent Fabius, the French foreign minister of Luxembourg, Jean Asselborn, giving a statement, and the US foreign minister, Secretary of State John Kerry, who actually chaired the meeting. So if you click on the link, you get to this document, and it's the same document, but now I can actually search in it. You can also see that presidency was shared between Secretary of State Kerry and US UN Ambassador Samantha Power. And if we search for Argentina in the document, we get 4 hits. And there we have the actual speech that the Argentinian foreign minister gave on the subject of Iraq in September in the Security Council. Good. And then it's up to Fabian and Jenny to actually read it and to give a speech that is at least as good in the Security Council on the topic. One interesting thing that I forgot, and that some of you might want to check out, is actually the UN webcast. This is basically UN TV, and they have a lot of sessions. A lot of the Security Council sessions are documented, and especially because Argentina held the presidency of the Security Council in October. So if you just Google Argentina and the name of our UN ambassador, Maria Cristina Perceval, you get lots of links where she is speaking on behalf of the Security Council on webtv.un.org. So you're more than welcome to look at